Hi, this is a video tutorial for the Cengage SAM End of Module Project 1, creating and modifying a flyer. So once you click on this link, it will open to Cengage MindTap, where you'll see the SAM End of Module Project 1. You're going to click Download All, which I have already done. And if you're using Google Chrome, which is the recommended browser, you will see them all go up into your downloads box. Most likely the instructions will pop open on their own. I will have the directions/instructions on another monitor. This helps you have to not joggle back and forth between two windows on the same monitor. So if you have this kind of setup, it would work best. And then I have the document here. All right, so first of all, you'll see a Getting Started section in your instructions. Eventually, you'll get used to what the Getting Started section is because it's literally the same thing on every project, whether it's Word, Excel, Access, whatever. So you can see that this file has a 1 at the end. Now, it has also 1 in parentheses because I've downloaded it more than once, but it has a 1. And what they're telling you in Getting Started is File, Save As. Now, you're going to pick where you want to keep these. I suggest you make a folder, like in a CIS 130 folder. For those of you not on the course and just watching the tutorial, again, just pick a folder where you're going to know where to find these. So I'm going to go in here to the folder I want it to be in. And what you're going to do is get rid of the 1 and put a 2 there. And then you'll just click Save. Now, this is coming up with, this file already exists because I've already done this before I started this video. So I'm going to tell it to replace the existing file because that should not pop up for you. Okay, that is basically what the Getting Started section has you doing, changing the 1 on the end of the file name to a 2. If you do not do that, it will not accept the file when you go to submit it. Okay, so that's why it's important to do it, and you'll see that. You'll see that when we get to that point. All right, this project does not take long. For those of you who know these tasks, you will probably fly through this very quickly. These are some very basic word skills. So, project step number 1 says, you work in the administrative support department of Associated Regional Hospital and are creating a flyer about upcoming safety workshops. Change the document theme colors to blue warm. Okay. So document theme colors are under Design. So we're going to click Design, and you'll see colors right here. And then you're going to click on Blue Warm. Now, note, if you do not see Blue Warm in the list, then you have the wrong version of Word. Okay? Inevitably, when students email and say, that color was not in my list, so I cannot do the project. I'm like, it's because you have the wrong version of Word. And if you are one of my students at Monroe County Community College, you have Microsoft Office available to you. And I went through that in orientation. All right, enough said about that. That was task number 1, step 1. Step 2, we are going to change the case of the flyer's headline paragraph to capitalize each word. So we're going to this is what they're talking about when they say headline paragraph. That's the headline. We're going to go back to home. Now, the next few tasks are all going to deal with the text. Okay? Well, that means we're going to be working in this section right here, on specific words. Okay? So we want to capitalize each word. Well, this is a wonderful little feature right here. And you can highlight an area and have it do, like, say we wanted all uppercase or all lowercase or sentence case, whatever we wanted. But this we want capitalize each word. So that's all set. Now, we're going to change the font size to 36. Again, we're working in the same area. There's font size, and we're going to 36. And we're going to apply a fill. Now, because we're specifically working with font, we're going to this button right here, okay? And they want blue-gray, accent color 1, shadow text effect. Well, you're like, what in the world is each one? Well, when you put the mouse over it, it will show you what it is. So this is not it. We want blue-gray, accent color 1, shadow text effect. So this is it right there. So we're going to click on it. So that's all set. And then they want us to center the paragraph. Now, we're out of font and working in paragraph now. So right now it's on left, justify, or align left, and we're just going to click center. Okay, so that takes care of project step 2. We're now going to project step 3. We're going to resize the safety first picture, okay? So this is what they're talking about. So click on it so you have the dots around your image to a width of 6 inches. Now, I clicked on it only once, but you can see it says picture format right here. Now, I can either click on this tab, or I could double click on the picture itself, and the picture format ribbon will appear, all right? So we want a width. You can see this is width, this is height. We want a width of 6 inches. So I'm going to just hit the number 6. You do not have to put the inches quote icon back in there. I'm going to just click 6 and hit tab. And it took it, and you can see the picture increased in size. Then we're going to apply the simple frame black picture style. Again, this is one of those how do I know which one it is kind of things. So again, you can just put your mouse over it and it tells you what you want. Well, we already know what they want, black. So we got to find simple frame black. Okay, so I think this is it right here. Yeah, simple frame black right there. So we're going to click that, and you can see it put just a moderate black frame around the image, makes it pop out a little bit. Okay, that completes project step 3. We're now going to go to project step 4. They want us to underline the text 3-hour sessions below the safety first picture. You could see someone underlined 6-hour sessions, but 3-hour sessions is not underlined. So we're going to go back, and again, we're working with text, so we've got to be working in this area. Here you see the bold, italicize, and underline. And that is all they wanted us to do for project step 4. Project step 5, we're going to italicize the text safe workplace. In the paragraph, the workshops cover ... for hospital employees. So we're going to scroll down just a little bit here. And it's safe workplace, and they want us to italicize it. So again, we're working with text, we're in this section, and click italicize. That moves us into project step 6. They want us to bullet the 4 paragraphs of text above the signature line. So they are talking about this right here, and bullets are right here. You could just click on it right here, but there are other options if you're working on your own document. And something really fun to play with sometime is defining a new bullet. I have done this before, and I actually think it's fun to do. You can really make some creative documents defining your own bullets. Okay, now don't freak out. Whoops, I lost my highlight. There we go, we're good now. There we go, we've got our 4 bullets. That completes project step 6 and moves us into project step 7. Now, I've left it highlighted because in 7 it says change the font of the text in the bulleted list to Book Antiqua. So we're going to go here, and if it doesn't show up here, you just scroll down, or you can actually type in here, start typing like book. I'll do that. So you can see as soon as I put in B, it came up with Book Antiqua. Now, it might not come up that fast for you. I'm just going to hit enter, and it has changed the font. And we're going to change the font color. So font color is right here to dark purple text 2, which is this first one. And again, you're just putting the mouse over it. And obviously I zoned in on purple, but say it said a blue and you didn't know which one of these was blue. You could just put your mouse over it and it's going to tell you, and that's a blue, this is a blue gray, etc. Okay. And there we go. Did it change it? I'm trying to see. That, yes, it did, because the orange is around there. That purple is so dark, it's hard to tell that it changed it. Okay, now, the last thing they want us to do, okay, I just made a mistake, so I am going to click undo. Undo is a beautiful thing. It will undo. There we go. So they want this changed to 12. Now, don't let this freak you out, okay, because we're still working on the document that there's a gap here at the bottom. Okay, that was a roundabout way to get project step 7 done, but now we're on to project 8, and it's step 8. Shade the paragraph containing the signature line in dark purple, text to lighter 80%. So, whoops, sorry. We're going to go right there. This is what they call the signature line. Okay. And so we are going to go, they want us to put a shade on it. So basically we're filling the paragraph. Okay. So we're going to go here, and this is it right here. Dark purple, text to lighter 80%. Click it, and there we go. Now, project step 9, in the same paragraph, so the same thing we're working on, change the spacing before to 12 point and spacing after to 6. To get what they want, you're going to click this little arrow because it says paragraph settings. So we're going to go in here, and they want before change to 12. So here's the spacing right here. We're going to go 12, and then move this down to 6, and then click OK. And you can see the paragraph shifted just a little bit. All right. Remember, there were 3 files that we downloaded. The instructions, this file that we're working in, and then there was an image. Those are usually called support files. So we're going to insert these picture files, support, blah, 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 logo. It's a ping, .png. We call it a ping. You're probably familiar with JPEGs, which is .jpg, but in this instance, they gave us a ping. In the blank line at the bottom of the page. Okay, so here's the blank line at the bottom. Insert picture, this device. There's the logo. I'm going to insert it. And we need to resize the picture to a height of 0.8. Now, when I inserted this, it immediately went to the image ribbon. We want a height of 8.8. So I'm just going to go I'm just going to go right here. 0.8, hit tab, and you can see it made it small. We're down to 1 page again. We're going to add a 1 point dark, project step 11. We're going to add a 1 point dark purple text to page border using the dash style. Now, you don't have to, but I always just like to go to the top of the page when I'm doing a page border. So we are going to go to design, and page borders are right over here. We're going to click the third one down because they tell you, because this one, it's weird that this, it doesn't tell you what it is when you put your mouse over it. We want dark purple text too. So it's that top one. They want it to be 1 point. So we've clicked that, and we're going to click OK. And now you can see it's put that border around the whole page. It will automatically do it for you. That was project step 11. We are now to project step 12, which is check the spelling and grammar in the document to identify and correct any errors. So spelling and grammar is under review because it's something you typically do when you're completing a document. And click spelling and grammar. One thing they've come up with is right here, illness has 3 L's in it. And that's an easy thing to do, to stick an extra letter in there. So we're going to click that, and it says you have finished reviewing editor's suggestions. We click OK, and we can close that editor. Now, in Microsoft, once you have saved something, it's automatically saving. So as long as this is on, you do not have to click Save again. And it even says here, Saved. But to upload it for grading, we do need to close the document. So you cannot leave it open when you're submitting. So what you're going to do here is you can click right here and navigate to where, so you can either click right here and it will open up and you can navigate to where it is, or you can drag and drop it here. Okay. Now, I'm actually going to drag and drop, I believe. I'm navigating to it on my other window, so give me just a second here. And I'm just dragging it over, and I'm going to drop it there. And you can see it loading. Now, if you get an error, it's 9.9 times out of 10. It's because you did not change that 1 to a 2. Okay? They are expecting this file name. If it is not that file name, it's not going to go through. All right? Then you're going to click Submit. It says Submission successfully graded. Now you can actually see how you did on it. So I'm going to click Graded Summary Report. And it opened up here. Now, it does say 100 out of 100. Okay, let's try this again. It disappeared. So, if I had made a mistake, and occasionally on these I make sure I make a mistake just so you can see how the process works. But say you just totally messed this up, okay? And you messed up project step 11. It's like, I know how to do that, okay? Now, granted, if you lost 9 points, you would still have an A because 90% and above is an A. But just say you just want to practice the skill again. I don't like to focus on the points. I like to focus on, do you know the skill? Was this just I clicked the wrong thing, but I know what I'm doing mistake? Or was it, I'm not sure what I was doing? If it was I'm not sure what I was doing, I would suggest that you redo it. Now, all you have to do to redo it, again, and say you need help, okay? If you click on the study guide, say you just totally messed up the page border, which was, 11. You're like, I'm just not quite sure what I did wrong. I need help, okay? This has all the steps right there. And if you need help with 11, you can go to this, which is reading, and then you can go to this, which will actually walk you through it. So say you do this, and you're like, oh, and you can go back to the same document. You do not have to start from square zero. So you just open your document up again. You're going to go through and you're going to correct whatever you did wrong on the page border. Then again, it auto saves, and you can come in here and put it in here again and upload it, grade it, and see if you got it correct the next time. Now, this is also possible with the one that's in reflection and assessment. This just doesn't, resubmitting does not just apply to here, okay? So, if you're getting like something in the 70s, okay, there's probably several skills you need to work on. So I would look at the study guide, make sure you know what you're doing, and then resubmit and see if you're getting it correct now, okay? The whole point is not to just get an A. The whole point is for you to learn these skills to be able to use in your professional career, whatever that might be. And this week's in particular are very basic skills. If you have any questions and you're in my CIS 130 class, you know how to contact me. Feel free to contact me anytime. If you're not in my CIS 130 course, feel free to leave comments on this video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.